Raiden.
You could have been a doctor, you know?
Be glad Ungari don't fight in the tournament.
Care to show me what I
Wonder what he's like just staring at, you know? Is there something outside your window, Shang-Tsung? You can tell us. Blink once if he blinked. He blinked. Alright, young Chiquelo up against SRYU. Chiquelo, of course, riding with Raiden and Kano as we've seen before. And Tanya coming from SRYU. Actually, it's been a minute since I've seen SRYU play at all, really. So seeing Tanya. 4-2. Forward momentum pressure going here. Of course, Striker definitely the talk of the town here, right? To be able to keep up your turns, especially in an unsafe scenario, because Striker is able to back it up. The interrupt on the electric cell, though. And yeah, Tanya is such a great pick in this situation here, too, because right after left, over the same pick, he got armor, he crushed right through it, he caught Kano. The fatal blow now for sure.
Round 2, fight!
Alright, watch out for these far range normals here. You have the armor. That's going to be so tough because you want to go for the down, the down 4-3 and be able to cancel into here. We already got the down 4-2 starter. Ended up charging meter. That armor through will not work on the opening of electric cell. The timing can be a little bit finicky though because the second hit doesn't always follow up immediately after the first. Like, there's a little bit of a gap in the first hit of that electric cell. Meter down 4-2. Should be able to kill here. He does.
Yeah, and it seems like SRYU is definitely trying to find some answers, right? You see that they're fighting back and they're trying to stay in this fight, but young Chiquelo is maintaining that control throughout the entirety of this round.
Shang-Tsung, I'm so glad you're here to talk through this. I mean, sorry, Jackal. Jackal, how are you, man?
I am doing just fine, and indeed, I am the man of many faces because a man has no face. But it's good to be here. Glad to see you, Alex. Appreciate you as always. You enjoying yourself?
I am enjoying myself. We're only on what, game 3 right now, so haven't missed too much.
All right, well, definitely not missing that wake up there. It's Pain trying to fight back here, but Chiquelo getting that chip damage going. Kano, no dice on the armor.
Yo, cranking that down too, just for the kill here.
So much more variety with the cameo use, or at the very least, you just see everyone gravitating to the next best thing. You know, shouts out to the Kung Lao assist, right?
Yeah, I almost feel like very early on it was what's going to be most successful first and foremost. Like we're trying to, you know, prove ourselves pretty early on in offline events, or even just get a really great kickoff on some of these online events too. And Cyrax was definitely the point of the conversation, right? We saw it at Otaku, we've seen it time and time again here at TNS, but once it changed up how Cyrax works out in cost of assist, then that kind of forced players to, all right, what's the alternative function that works to save? And Kano, with that Kano ball, helps out so much, plus the knives as well for combo extension. And Raiden consistency doesn't really need a whole lot for combo extension, really.
Yeah, absolutely, right. And that's just kind of how it goes, because Kano's pretty much like what you would call a meat and potatoes kind of cameo. Just real straightforward, gets to the point. I mean, that's pretty much what his character's all about, right? He is a stab you from the front kind of guy.
Absolutely. And, you know, another one pick up here, too, Goro, which is a great assist to have, especially for a character like Tanya, where she does get a little bit unsafe now and again. We saw the backup with Striker a little bit. Striker Grenade is definitely helpful because you get combo routes there. But also the, you know, the what's up guys from Goro being able to keep the plus frames too also helps her offensive pressure.
Yeah, and definitely, you know, one of those, like, if you want to think about it that way, kind of like the stop sign with the crouch grab, right? Yes. Because Tanya, some of her best buttons are highs. So that's kind of one of those little tricky situations that you can use to your advantage using this cameo.
Yeah.
Oh, gets away with that.
Yeah, the manual staple coming through here. Full screen situation, not going to be able to try to play this fireball game at all. We want to try to get this buff, which we did just get here. And so
yeah,
close
SRYU is taking a lot of risk. Yeah, that was... Once he gets his hands on you, once he gets a hold of you, and you're just forced to hold that, forced to hold that pressure, forced to take that chip, it can really test your patience, right?
Yeah, you know what, and that's the thing, right? Playing defensively in this game is so challenging because you do have to be so patient quite often. A flawless block is a great way to start for SRYU to avoid that chip. And this lineup here, Kung Lao and Goro, going to get that combo extension just off the Shaolin Shimmy meter burn here and hold the corner. I think it's going to be a little bit of Kung Lao's turn here to hold this pressure just the same way that Raiden would be throughout this whole set. You're going to be guessing. Nice jump over the Shaolin Shimmy. Wait a minute.
You see, the thing that you don't understand, Zero Syndicate, is that it's always Kung Lao's turn, especially when he's got Goro backing him up right there. Just look at this pressure. Even with the discouraging response there from Young Chiquelo, I can guarantee you that SRYU is going to come back with something even fiercer. The armor, we don't stop pushing buttons over here.
Clearly not, and wasn't able to get the confirm though, so that is just a bit of damage left on the table, but you have an okay life lead, not quite there in fatal blow territory. And if you just got it, overhead works though.
And behold the power of Goro in that instance, right? Because SRYU actually got away with doing the armor, reversal on block, and didn't get punished for it because there's already that mental stack, that conditioning so early, just as soon as you put Goro on the screen.
The up hat though, how often do you ever see a Kung Lao go for up hat?
Listen, I've been watching Kung Lao for a very long time, and at some point you gotta throw it out.
Absolutely. I mean, what a snipe here from SRYU at full screen. And a safe bet too, especially with Goro to back it up, because even if you did crouch block, you're still gonna hold the Goro pressure.
And that was a good attempt there from SRYU to attempt to flawless block that, right? Because that's actually one of the key details when defending against Raiden. For all of his damage, for all of his safety, he does have gaps, but you have to flawless block in order to expose them. And that was good for SRYU to at least attempt it, right? Which is why they got hit by that third hit. Oh,
duck under the electric, actually. Like that electric ball, the first hit being ducked, and you can try to flawless block the bottom layer of it since it does have, you know, just 3 balls to go through. Already has the pressure going, and again, nice throw. I'm waiting for some solid confirms for SRYU. We're getting a little messy here in some of these normals, not being able to commit to it, but this should kill here. Health from SRYU, a really quick confirm from Chiquelo. It's not just
Young Chiquelo just trying to maintain momentum here, already looking to close out the set. SRYU trying to figure something out, gets caught.
Yo, I took the gamble. I said it was going to kill. I was completely wrong. Look at that.
I made my pick, and my pick lost. All right, so we're going to go ahead and keep going. Immediate pressure in the corner. SRYU working the Goro assist.
Oh!
And it just doesn't stop here. The block comes, but still has to find a way out.
Really tried. It was a great interrupt on the electric cell there. And again, it's still your turn. There was no Goro assist. It's still pressing buttons.
The power. The power. It's intoxicating. And it's oftentimes confusing. Even the aggressor sometimes doesn't catch it, right? Even sometimes they're like, whoa, that works?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Get out of my face. I am tired.